Nope, too early for that, man. I got a few things to do before the bottom of the hour here, but I thought I'd give Echolink a test and see how you're doing, and I'll get you on the list somewhere. Or how long does it take you to get home from work, or home from work? There, that's the question.
It's about a 20-minute drive, but it's not too bad. It's all basically one straight shot down 21. But I do have good news. I did do an update, and I currently have a mobile coming in the mail. So hopefully I can get it hooked up over this long weekend we're about to have. You're probably going to yell at me, but I got a DMR mobile at a really good deal, so I snagged her up.
I'm not going to yell at you, Ben. You get what you want to get. Awesome, man. Cool. You know, just, when you don't find anybody to talk to on DMR, don't cry to me. I'm not going to yell at you, Ben. You get what you want to get. Awesome, man. All right, man. It's good to have a project. Cool. You know, I'm going to, when you don't find anybody to talk to on DMR, don't cry to me. At the top of the hour, you should be home by then, right? You get what you want to get. Awesome, man. All right, man. It's good to have a project. Cool. You know, I'm going to, when you don't find anybody to talk to on DMR, don't cry to me. At the top of the hour, you should be home by then, right? You get what you want to get.
So far,
all right, man. It's good to have a project. Cool. You know,
most of the time during the Wednesday night, sounds good to me. I'm normally just out hitting the bar. So far, so that works out just about.
Cool. You know. Cool. Well, I got you in there, man. So I'll have Dustin give you a holler, but I won't bug you during the pre-show because I know you'll be sticking around. Sound like a plan?
That's good to me, Nick. This is KE8BHQ, and I'll be waiting around and clear on your signal.
All right, man. Good to have you on board. We'll talk to you later there, Ben. Let's see, Andy, AB8MO. I see you on the blue screen. Are you listening right now, Andy?
Maybe. AB8MO. Working FT8, of course.
So, why did I want to talk to you? It was something of relative relevance. I think Jason, NADI, is working W1AW/8 right now, 7.240. So, 7 Mark 240 is where I think he's at. So, maybe you give him a holler there, and if you want to play that game.
I've been sort of doing that. I'm actually running FT8 for W1AW/8 on 160 meters and 80 meters right now simultaneously because I can. I've got two separate antennas, 2 radios. Why not? As long as I transmit on the same time slot, I shouldn't have any problems. Actually, I can get away with different time slots, and as long as I tune them both with the tuner and I've got everything tied to the station ground, I have very little, if any, crosstalk. So, anyway, I might give that a try. I'm going to be activating it on voice here at 11 o'clock. I was doing it earlier today. Got about a half hour in, and then I basically got stomped off my frequency by a guy 2 kilohertz up who clearly didn't care that I was there, even though the guy he was talking to said, "Hey, how about we move frequencies?"
It's like the wild, wild west out there, man. like the wild, wild west. All right, man. Thanks for helping me test the All-Star system here, too. Everything seems to be in order. I'm going to jump off, grab my Mountain Dew Zero, and make room for it before the net starts. KD8SLG, I'll be clear with AB8MO on your final.
All right. Yeah, there's a little, like, really minor packet loss on my end. I don't know if it's the same there. Not enough to affect what you're saying, that's for sure. It's just, it's there. But hopefully won't get any worse. Alrighty, go get your Diet Mountain Dew, and I'll be doing this till 10 o'clock here. Nice thing is it's only digital, so I can still participate and listen along. But I'll be listening, Nick. Thanks for the call. Enjoy your Diet Mountain Dew. I think you said Diet Mountain Dew or Mountain Dew Zero. I don't know. What's the difference? This is AB8MO. Catch you in a bit.
W8WKY.
All right, we got a little over 3 minutes before the girl starts talking. This is KD8SLG. Eddie W3ETB, I did test Echo Link already. Thank you very much, sir. And what else is out there? Keith, KE8TQR. Yeah, I'm having my arm out of the sling more often so that I can torture myself. So that's what's going on there. And I see K5CFY has joined the party. Good evening, Ray. Although I'm not sure he can hear us yet. But that's okay. This is KD8SLG. 3 minutes until the pre-show starts.
KE8HNK.
KE8HNK, KD8SLG.
Oh, hanging in there, doing a little cleaning up here in the shack. I just wanted to give you one for the numbers. I do a pre-show, pre-check-in, so I'm going to jump back off of here and get back to work. I heard you on here, and I'll probably be on the side listening, so I just wanted to give you a pre-show, pre-check, and give you one for the numbers. K8HNK to KD8SLG 73.
All right, Elmer. Thanks for stopping by. You sound good tonight, man. Get back to the projects there, dude. And thanks for throwing one in there for the numbers. We'll talk to you later on. KD8SLG clear with KE8HNK.
Before he has
WB4AIZ. I heard rowdy. But I know it's you, Chuck. What's going on, man? You still dodging the storms down there?
Well, in Georgia, Alabama right now. But we can get the super heavy stuff. It stayed offshore. But we dry here, well, for me anyways. But we had somebody, another assistant women come in for rock overnight. And they're gone. It was usual. So, yeah. So, but anyways, take it before that.
All right, Chuck, I marked you in and out there, buddy. Stay out of the storm down there. The girl's about to give the announcement in about 20 seconds. So please stand by. Thanks for being here, Chuck.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. QST. Welcome to the Beacon Net pre-show, sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114.8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 p.m. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time, where we light up the nighttime airwaves on the Beacon Net. This is the pre-show. I'll be taking early check-ins and in and outs for the big show that starts at the top of the hour. This is a controlled net. Ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator tonight for the pre-show is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. As is tradition here on the Beacon Net, let's check in with the Beacon Net crew before we get the party started. KD8EPC, are you out there, Dustin?
Well, the
depends on who you ask. A lot of people say I'm out there, Nick, so there you go. I'm here. I'm ready for the net at 10 o'clock, and I'll be standing by. KD8EPC, back to KD8SLG.
KD8EPC, KD8SLG. All right there, Dustin. We'll do it again tonight. We should have some fun, that's for sure. Let's check in with Nick at night. KE8QKO, KD8SLG. Nick at night, you out there with a banging trivia question for us tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. Yes, sir, I'm here. I think I've got a trivia question floating around somewhere. It might be sitting under a box. I'll have to run and grab it real quick and find it. But I'm here, and I'll try to get it ready for the net. Anyway, that's where I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
All right, man. Thanks for not making me wait too long tonight. I appreciate it. Nick at night. Nick at night does the big show on Sunday nights, so tune in on Sundays to talk to Nick. AB8MO. He's out there playing FT8. Andy, what do you got for us tonight before you disappear? AB8MO has a phone call, it seems. We'll skip Andy. Let's check in with Mike. I think Mike's done over on the Worcester net and is over here now. KE8QWE. Mike, how you doing?
W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. I'm good. I am tired, though, tonight. I don't know why. I just get tired, especially when it's rainy and dreary. But I'm fine. You sound great. Of course, I sound like me. So with that being said, I'm here. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8SLG.
It's because you're old, Mike. That's why you're tired. It's because you're old. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, I'm tired, too, because I haven't had more than like 2 hours sleep in a row in 2 months now. It's like I've been living at Guantanamo Bay, and they wake me up every 2 hours and play Eminem in my face. All right, Mike, thanks for being here, man. We'll try to keep you awake. All right, let's see who I got on the list so far, all the early check-ins. WB8CXO, who, by the way, is broadcasting us on YouTube. If you'd like to hear what you say like on the radio, go to WB8CXO's YouTube page, and you can listen in on yourself tonight. Mike, thanks for doing that. Sorry you couldn't stick around tonight. I got KC0LRM, Kelly, out in Tulsa. W3ETB, Eddie in Annapolis. KE8BHQ, Benjamin on his way home to Stroudsburg. K5CFY, Ray out in Tulsa. K8HNK, Elmer, and WB4AIZ. I got you guys in and out, Elmer and Chuck. And I added KE8YUK, KE8VKA, KE8VZA, Lucy, Josh, and Eric. You guys are on the list. I'll talk to you in a minute. Before I start taking any check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic out there waiting for the net tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. I want to recheck with you before you hop into taking check-ins.
KE8QKO, go, Nick.
Roger, sir. Don't forget to put Ron and his bunch in there in and out. He checked in during the Water Breaker net.
Oh, thanks, Nick. That'll really make Dustin think he's got a bunch of people to talk to. Thanks, man. I will do that. Thank you, Nick. I got it here on the tablet right next to me. All right, let's see who's out there and listening. Thanks again, Nick. Going to clear with KE8QKO. This is KD8SLG. I'm taking early check-ins for the Beacon net, starting in about 24 and a half minutes. I'm listening.
Okay, I have to get in there before the battery goes dead. This is WB8GKV, William Bravo 8 Golf Kilo Victor, ahead in Wadsworth. And I think the battery's holding up.
Bravo Golf, KC5RBG, Shannon in Tulsa.
November Tango,
Tango, 8 Delta, NTAD, pre-show only.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango, Quebec Romeo, Keith in Uniontown, KE8TQR.
All right there, guys. Let me grab it there. We added WB8GKV. Ed, your battery's working fine for now. You better plug it in before we call you back. KC5RBG Shannon got you out in Tulsa. NT8D Dave, free show only. I'm going to talk to you in just a moment. Don't run away. KE8TQR Keith, you're on the list as well. Let's grab Dave real quick before he disappears if he's pre-show only. NT8D Dave, how are you tonight there, buddy?
I'm not bad there, Nick. Radon guy came over, fixed the fan. I can't even hear it. It isn't even purring like a cat. It's so quiet. So the radon mitigation is fixed. I think I fixed my refrigerator. Lane called today. He's cutting some steel for me today. So I expect to be hoisting some canvas next month. And when you told me that, when you said that you're only getting 2 hours of sleep at a time, dude, do you know how guilty I feel about that, dude? I feel so bad. I hope you come out and get on and help me test the boat next month. And I'm going to try to get Phil out there, too. I feel jealous, man. He went out there on Fairport Harbor yesterday. I feel so jealous. I'll get him out there to hold on to the rope so you don't have to. Have a great night tonight, net tonight. I'll listen on the scanner. Thanks for picking up the call there, Nick. KD8 SLG NT8D 73.
NT8D, KD8 SLG, no worries there, Dave. It sounds like everything's headed in the right direction for you right now, and that's a wonderful thing. You got a bunch done today. Congrats, my man. We'll talk to you later on. Going to clear with NT8D. Let's take one more round of check-ins, and then we'll start working this list. Anybody else who wants to get in on the Beacon Net tonight, starting in 22 minutes, this is KD8 SLG. I'm listening.
WA8KOC, Fred Akron. I'll be in and out tonight. Ed covered me up. His HC is really doing a good job. 7-3 to you, Nick, and Dustin, and everybody else in here on the net. Have a good net. WA8KOC will be clear.
KD8QOL. Kilo Delta 8, Quebec Oscar Lima. This is Keith over here in Kenmore, and I'll be checking in and out also, Nick. I'll probably be listening, though. Easy for me to say, right? But I'm just going to go ahead and check in and out. So I'll turn this back over to you, 73 to you, Nick, and everyone else in this fine net.
Alpha 8, Charlie, Sierra. This is Gary in Fairlawn.
KJ5, CGJ. Coffee out of Tulsa, Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie Golf Juliet.
All right, let me grab it there. We had our first crash of the evening, I think. Let's see, who did I add that round there? WA8KOC and KD8QOL, Fred and Keith were in and out. Thank you, gentlemen. You have a great night. Good to hear both of you. AA8CS, Gary, I got you in there. President Gary. KJ5, CGJ, Aussie, I got you on the list. There was somebody trying to check in at the same time as you, and I got nothing from them. Who else was just trying to check in? Go ahead.
Whiskey 8, Tango, Foxtrot. You got Mike in Erie County. I'll be in and out.
All right, Whiskey 8, Tango, Foxtrot. Mike got you in and out tonight. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go up to the top of the list and see who we got here. WB8CXO, Michael, was is in and out tonight. Thanks for being here, Mike. Let's talk to Kelly. KC0LRM. Kelly, are you out there, and are you going to stick around for trivia tonight? Uh-oh, KC0LRM, you out there?
Oh, and that's about all I got. I'll let you get on down the list because it looks like it's going to be a long one tonight. All right. And thanks for you and Dustin everybody out there that's working on the beacon net and running this. All right. I'll get off here and let you get on down the list. Y'all have a good evening. Talk to you later.
All right, Kelly, I started talking over you, but I saw you pop on there. Good to have you on board, my man. You're going to top of the list tonight, so, put your thinking hat on. Good to have you on board, Kelly. Clear with KC0LRM. Let's talk to Eddie. W3ETB in Annapolis. What's going on, Eddie? Are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
You know it there, Nick. I'll be here. Got to hear that trivia question so I can give my wrong answer. Actually, I with the last wrong, I think it was wrong. Maybe I know A, and I said A, so it was. I'll be here, Nick. W3, back to net.
W8WKY.
All right, Eddie, I got you sticking around. You can always get the answer from me tomorrow on the Boredom Breaker net. So, no worries. All right, next up we had KE8BHQ. Benjamin is on his way home from Stroudsburg. He wanted to be on the list, but I told him I was going to skip him during the pre-show. So, talk to you later, Benjamin. K5CFY, Ray, out in Tulsa. How you doing there, Ray? How's the day treating you?
ADSLG, K5CFY. Thank you, Mr. Nick, there, for getting me in here on the pre-show. I'll definitely be hanging around and see what Nick at Night is going to throw out there with us. Don't really have anything else, but what's good to hear everybody on the net today. We got a lot of the net controllers in here tonight. Gary and Dave and you and man, I tell you what, y'all are really lighting up the airways. So I'm going to jump off of here and let you get on down the list. You wouldn't want to steal any more of Dustin's time. I was starting to say Sasquatch, but we don't call him Sasquatch that much anymore. Anyway, we'll catch you later. K5CFY.
K5CFY, yeah, Sasquatch has lost some of his squatchiness since his back's been out. He's not quite so squatchy. Ray, good to have you on board, man. Fine business this afternoon. That was a great Boredom Breaker net this afternoon. Lots of people, lots of fun. Ohio was well represented. Speaking of representing Ohio well, we're going to skip over Elmer and Chuck. They were in and out, KE8BHNK and WB4AIZ. Let's talk to Lucy, KE8YUK. Good evening, Lucy. How you doing? Are you going to stick around for trivia tonight?
Well, hey there, Justin. This is KE8YUK. As far as representing Ohio goes, geez, that's a hefty command. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of stereotypes of Ohio, but I like to think I have the best of it right around me. But I am don't laugh at me. I am vain. Anyway, yes, I am planning on sticking around for trivia. I might kick around writing while I'm listening, so that'll probably turn into focusing more on writing. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, I'm hoping to be awake for long enough, and I will be here and listening. I will send it back to net, because if I keep talking, I'll never let you guys actually have a good time. So, back to net control. KE8YUK.
KE8YUK. KD8SLG. Lucy, I heard Josh roll his eyes behind you on the radio. KE8VKA, Josh, you're up next, buddy. I bet you're sticking around tonight, too. How you doing?
KD8SLG and the Beacon Net pre-show. This is KE8VKA. Yes, sir. I do what the wife does. So I'll be sticking around. I guess that's a lie. Anyways, yeah, I'll be sticking around, and yeah, good to talk to you on the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon. Hopefully my signal's doing better than it was out there. So thanks for picking me up, and looking forward to it. Talk to you soon. KE8VKA, back to net.
All right, Josh, I got you on there, buddy. And, yeah, you do whatever your wife says. She says it's a lie. We'll keep the secret for you. Whichever one I'm telling that to. All right, good to have you both on board. Going to clear with KE8VKA. Let's talk to Eric up in Strongsville. KE8VZA. Eric, do you have enough juice left there in the steed to make it through trivia tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KE8VZA. Yep, plenty of juice in the steed. Steed's chomping at the bit to get through the net and through the trivia. So looking forward to it. KE8VZA, back to you.
All right, Eric. It's great playing net tag with you today. I'm pretty sure I heard you on the food group tonight with Miss Jeannie. Good to have you on board, Eric. Ed, let's see if Ed's got a fresh battery. WB8GKV. Ed, how are you tonight? And you sticking around for trivia?
Well, let's try it on the link. Hopefully, I think it's working. Yeah, I think I hear my voice. I've got the other HD on. And so, yeah, we'll be sticking around, and I think it is working. That sometimes works. You hear it back, so whatever, you're getting in. It was good talking to you at what I call probably early in the morning. That was for me. I don't get on the air at that time. That was good. If I hear you, I'm going to come in there again. I might make it a habit if I'm still awake. So there you go on that one. And let's see what else is going on. Well, I won't mention what went on today. Something about credit cards. I wanted to buy a card for Hulu or something or other, and I had bought something in February, and you have to give your Social Security number to activate it, and I don't give those numbers out. It's got a low amount of money on it, and the other guy sold me the wrong card, and so I bought the right card, I think. And but it was crazy. They took out $5 a month after you open it, whether you spend anything or not. Every month $5 goes out. So I'm starting to learn things about. I think they call them either money cards, gift cards, or some kind of crazy card. I'm trying to figure out about this stuff. So that's about what I thought I'd mention that. And with that, we'll be sticking around. WB8, and I guess I'm coming in. I don't even have to ask you. I think I hear myself. WB8GKV.
Coming in loud and clear there, Ed. Loud and clear. We got you in there. And, yeah, you hear me at 3 or 4 in the morning. Jump in and say hi. Good to talk to you, Ed. Let's go out to Tulsa, see what Shannon's up to. Shannon, are you sticking around for the really big show tonight? KC5RBG. Go.
KC5RBG, and yeah, I'll be sticking around. This signal's probably a little bit noisy. I'm using my HT away from my normal radio, but yeah, I'll be sticking around. Haven't really done anything all day. After I talked to you all on the Beacon Net, or on the Boredom Breaker Net, I just laid my head back down and went back to sleep. And just woke up just a little bit ago. So not a darn thing done. But anyway, I'll let you get on down the list there. KC5RBG, back to net control.
All right, Shannon, I got you sticking around tonight. Dustin will give you a holler when he takes over in about 9 minutes at the top of the hour here on the Beacon Net. This is KD8SLG. Next up, we got Keith, KE8TQR. Good evening, Keith. What's going on with you, and are you sticking around for the big show tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8TQR. Good evening, Nick. Yep, I'm planning to stick around. Want to do the trivia. Hopefully I'll get it right this time and tell you the answer without having somebody say, hey, what was your answer? I'll try to remember the trivia question tonight when I get on my turn. So anyway, I'll send it back to you at Prenet. Good talking to you, Nick. Good to hear about the ARM. KE8TQR.
It's all in good fun there, man. Trivia's all in good fun. I particularly liked my trivia question for the ClubNet last night, but that's just me. Glad to have you on board, Keith. I got you sticking around. Then we had, let's see, Ron and his bunch are in there, in and out, KB5, VDB, and all of them. WAKOC, Fred was in and out, as was Keith, KD8QOL. Thank you, gentlemen. And that brings us down to Gary, AA8CS. Here on, what is it? It's Wednesday? Is this beer night? AA8CS, KD8SLG. Are you sticking around with us tonight, Gary?
W8WKY.
Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. You know, I really should go to bed tonight, really and truly. Just picked up Andy on FT8 on 80 meters. So I got Andy on 80 meters and Jason in ADI is working 40 meters. I picked him up on the W1AW/8 VODA special event. So that was pretty cool. And I kind of want to, but honestly, I'll suffer in the morning. And I always say that I'm not going to suffer in the morning, but it always happens that I suffer in the morning. What to do. Anyway, good to be here tonight, and good to hear you on the radio. It is an ungodly hour. Anyway, that's about it. Yeah, it was beer night. We actually went to my buddy's house. He made smoked brisket that he put on last night about 11 o'clock. And man, it was to die for. And some burned ends, too. That's like candy. Just incredibly good. So now that I probably made you hungry, I do apologize for that. But what can I say? I might have a nightcap, and then that will probably do it. But I'll be in and out. Back to you, Nick. Let's see, KD8SLGAA8CS.
All right, Gary, we'll try not to make you suffer too bad in the morning. Just going to give you a heads up. I'm going to be in the early batch tomorrow there, the short time, folks. I set up my schedule for physical therapy is Tuesday and Thursdays at 8 a.m. for the next 4 weeks. So that'll be my regular thing. So I'm torturing myself early in the day, and I won't be around to listen to the entirety of the barometer net every morning. I'm going to be in withdrawal. Gary, I'll be there dark and early with you tomorrow morning on the barometer net, 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday here on the W8WKY repeater. Going to clear with AA8CS. Let's go out to Tulsa and talk to Aussie. KJ5CGJ. Aussie, how you doing tonight? And the net starts in about 5 minutes. You want to stick around and play trivia with us?
Yeah, I'll be sticking around. I won't be there for the beginning of it. I'm going to step away for a bit with some family. And by the way, tonight's a super moon. If you guys are into that stuff, so if you're in a place where you can step out and see the moon tonight, it's it's about 14% larger than it normally is on a supermoon. So that's only 3 to 4 times a year. So not a spectacular event, but interesting. So I'll go quiet here, and then I will step away from the net for a bit, and then I'll be rejoining you guys as you get into it a little bit later. Back to net.
KJ5CGJ. That's a mouthful, Aussie. All right, man, I got you sticking around. Dustin will give you a holler later on if we need to reread the trivia question. We do that as often as it takes. Good to have you here at night. It's been great hearing you on the Boredom Breaker net in the afternoons, too. Welcome to the game. Good to have you on board. Going to clear with KJ5CGJ. Let's go down to Florida and talk to Wade. And I just want to let Tom, KE5NCP, know I got you on the list there, buddy. You'll be up after Wade. WD8MIU, give us a report there from Florida. What's going on?
Well, first off, say hello to you, Nick, and Dustin, and everybody else I heard checking in. All's well down here in Florida. The storm was, the closest it got to us was 100 miles to the eye. It was off the shore, and so all we had was the outside winds and a lot of rain. We had things all buttoned down here, and everything's still buttoned down, so that was good. Had a few sandbags around certain areas to keep the water coming up towards the house, and that all worked out. This morning when I looked out, we had standing water outside the sandbags, which was what they're supposed to do. Yeah, it rained and thundered most of the night, but not a lot of winds. We had some heavy winds, but nothing real heavy. I don't know what mile an hour they got to, but they were very, mild compared to other winds I've felt here, like last year when Eon hit down there and about 2.5 hours south of us. We got a lot of winds, I think up to 45-mile-an-hour winds from that one. And, of course, the hurricane never really came here, so they went across the state. But, we dodged a bullet in my mind because it was heading at us, or towards us, but kept on going straight, which was nice to know. Feel bad for those people up there in Tallahassee and Jacksonville and across there in Georgia and so forth, because in the Carolinas they got hit pretty hard. It was a Cat 3, I think, when it hit land, or Cat 4, I forget which. But I know it was above 125-mile-an-hour winds when it hit land up there early this morning. At any rate, good hearing you and Dustin and everybody else, Oklahoma friends, coming on the Border Breaker net this afternoon, and glad some of them are popping in here tonight, and I guess we'll be here for the really big show, so I'll let you get back going there because you got more people to get in the next 5 minutes, I guess. So back over to you, WD8MIU. Thanks for picking me up.
WD8MIU, KD8SLG. Glad you dodged that bullet there, Wade. I got you sticking around for the big show tonight. I added N8XLQ and W2JLS to the list, so you guys stand by. KE5NCP. Tom, how you doing out in Sand Springs tonight? Are you sticking around for the big show?
Hey, good evening, Nick. Good to hear you in here tonight. Yeah, I think we're going to stick around. We've been overplaying on HF and this, that, and the other, but made it back over here just in time before you got done with the prenet. So I'm not going to hold you, so we'll just say, yep, we're going to stick around. KE5NCP, back to net.
All right there, Tom. Maybe our buddy Alan will pop his head in at some point tonight. Get it clear with KE5NCP. Got you sticking around, Tom. Let's see if Lenny's still awake. N8XLQ. Lenny, are you still up out there? Oh, I think Lenny may have fallen asleep there in the recliner. Let's see if W2JLS is out there, my brother from another mother. John, are you listening, and are you going to stick around for the net tonight?
KD8 SLG, this is W2JLS. Yeah, I am listening. I'm on Echolink. Sorry for those that don't like that, but I'll try to meander down to the radio room at some point, but I'm upstairs in the den working on some projects here, just listening in at the moment. So thanks for picking me up. I know it's about time to transition to the Squatch, so I don't want to keep you. Good talking to you, though. I'll be in there. This is W2JLS. Back to you, buddy.
All right, man. Good to have you on board, John. W2JLS. Got you sticking around. Maybe you'll come in later on RF, as it should be. I added one more, KI5RFI, Mac. Are you sticking around for the big show tonight, Mac? You're my tail gunner, buddy.
W8WKY.
Well, I don't know whether that was a random key up there from Dewdrop in. All right, my time is up. It's time for Dustin to start lighting up the nighttime airwaves. I want to thank everybody who got in here on the pre-show with me. Had a good time. And glad to have most of you sticking around, it seems. This is KD8 SLG. I'm looking for KD8 EPC. Dustin, light up the nighttime airwaves.
Thank you, Nick. And if you really got to look for me, you should probably get your eyes checked. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, all-star node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds to check in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in, and various other repeaters throughout the country, so I ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit, so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, and your name and location.
KC8, Fox, Queen, Victor, Mark, KC8, FQV.
Kilo 9, Charlie, Kilo Yankee, Jason, and Big Prairie. I'll be in and out, please.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, Phil, WP3K, Canal Fulton. I'll be standing by.
Kilo Charlie 8, Echo Yankee, Dave, KC8,
Kilo 8, Papa Juliet Whiskey, J8, PJW, Philip in Twinsburg.
All right, we got a nice orderly list of check-ins. Let me tell you who I picked up there. I got a KC8FQV Mark. I have K9CKY Jason. I have WV3K Phil. I have KC8EEY David, and I have K8TJW Phil. Did I miss anybody there?
Yeah, that was K7 Golf Tango Yankee. That's Grant in Park City, Utah.
Is Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, Mac in Arkansas.
All right. We picked up K7GTY and KI5RFI. Mac, you're already on the list, so we'll get right back to you. All right, we've got 40 check-ins on the list here, so before we get down this list, we're going to go up here and we're going to talk to the trivia master for the evening. K8QKO, Nick at Night, what do you have for us?
Good evening, Dustin, and good evening, everyone on the net. I am K8QKO, and I will have your trivia question this evening. It's a simple one tonight, so listen carefully. Which of the following is not a fruit? Your options are Alpha, rhubarb, Bravo, tomatoes, Charlie, avocados, or Delta, Oakhorn Waldo beans. Read that again. Which of the following is not a fruit? Your options are rhubarb, Alpha, Bravo, tomatoes, Charlie, avocados, or Delta, the Cornwaldo bean. And with that, Dustin, I'll pass it back to you. This is K8QKO.
All right, thank you so much there, Nick. We certainly do appreciate that wonderful trivia question. All right, wanted to make sure I dropped it there. We're going to start tonight out here with, let's see, KC0LRM. Kelly, good evening.
Couldn't remember your call sign there. It'll come to me. But Dustin, thanks for getting me in there. Not a lot going on here. For a trivia answer, I think I'm going to go with D for Dustin or the Cornwaldo bean because I really don't have a clue on the other one. I got lucky last week with A, so I'm just going to go with D this time, go the other end, and just let it go at that. So I'll let you down the list, and thanks for getting me on there. And since college football is just starting up, I got to say go Horned Frogs. So y'all have a good one out there, and KC0LRM clear. I'll let you get down the list.
All right there, Kelly. Well, it's great to hear you out there. We got you down for answer D, as in Dustin, or Cornwaldo bean. So thanks for joining us, my friend. It's great to hear you out there. And the call is Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie, but you knew that in the back of your mind there. 73, my friend, have a great night, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's talk to Eddie now, W3ETB. How are you, Eddie?
Yeah, as usual, twice in one day. So, yeah, I know you got a long list, so I'm going to go ahead and do my answer in 673 because I'll probably be asleep by the time you get back around again. Anyway, I will agree with Kelly there. I go with D for Dustin. That's going to be my answer. Although it was a tough one there, Nick. Nick at Night. It was a tough question. So D for Dustin sounds good to me. So anyway, I'll go ahead and say 73 and have a great night, and I'll be clear. This is W3ETV. Back to that.
All right there, Eddie. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We got you down for answer D, and I think you talked to Nick earlier. I think I dipped out right before you got on the list there, right as you got on the list. So I did hear you, and it's great to hear you again today, my friend. So we got you down for answer D. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll talk to you there down the log. K8BHQ, Ben, what's going on?
KD8EPC, this is KE8BHQ. Not much, Dustin, just driving home from work. I'm looking forward to the baseball game this weekend. Other than that, I've ordered a new mobile radio, so hopefully next Wednesday I'll be able to get on the radio compared to having to use Echolink on my drive home. And for trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha for my answer. And I'll go give it back to you. This is KE8BHQ.
All right there, Ben. Well, congratulations on the new radio. Can't wait to hear what you got and hear it on the air. We got you down for answer A. Great to hear you out there, my friend, and we'll say 73 to you for now. All right, K5 CFY, one of the wonderful net controllers to the Boredom Breaker net. Ray, how you doing?
KD8 EPC and the net. This is K5 CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Dustin. Thanks for lighting up the airways. Appreciate you and Nick and all of the Beacon team there that put the net on and keeping it going, the trivia. Boy, Nick is getting pretty sneaky with his trivia questions. And by the way, my guess is going to be A for Alpha. And that's about all I got. I'll give it back to you. We'll definitely be hanging around. Have a great net. Have fun. KD8 EPC, this is K5 CFY. I'll be listening.
All right there, Ray. Well, we got you down for answer A, and it's great to hear you out there this evening. And for anybody who doesn't know, Ray is one of the wonderful net controllers for the Boredom Breaker net, which is every day at noon Central Time on All-Star Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. It's a great net, and they love everybody that checks in with them. So stop by if you can. 73 to you, Ray. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. K8YUK, Lucy, just Lucy, how you doing?
K8YUK to the group. First off, my trivia answer before I forget. I'm going to go with Alpha, rhubarb, because I have a kinship with rhubarb like none of the other items on the list. Even Cornwaldo bean, actually. When I was 2 years old, we had a neighbor who grew rhubarb, and I was that kind of grabby little kid who I just wanted to try everything, so my mom gave me a stick of it, and she has pictures of little tiny Lucy sitting on the kitchen floor just chewing away at it. For those unfamiliar with rhubarb, it is really, really sour, and I didn't care. So that's kind of how I grew up, with kind of a taste for sour things. It's gone away a little bit, but that's where I got it from. Going to pause for time real quick. And I'm back. Regarding my new nickname, for those who don't know, I am usually just Lucy, but Lucy Fur has been added, and I protest that because it is akin to the most beautiful angel who turned into the most problematic being ever. And I am neither that beautiful nor that problematic, contrary to popular belief. So I'm going to stick with just Lucy. Even Yuck is better than that, man. I'll take that humility. And the last thing is to share with everybody is doing research on how to waterproof a basement is really annoying. But I did get a cool benefit today. I was asking around for prices. The most I heard was $325 for a rental of a jackhammer, and I went back and called somebody I left a message with, and I thought, I'm going to have to go with kind of a middle price, and I called this one last company back, Copley Rental, I think is what they're called, and I said, okay, here's what I'm looking for, and he said, okay, $100. And I said, what? He's like, yeah, $100 for all of it. And so I listed off everything just to double check, and he's like, yeah. Show up Friday morning, pick it up, $100. I said, okay. So I called back the place that gave me the $300 quote, and I floored the representative. Like, he went silent on the other end of the line and then asked me if I didn't mind that quote, and it sounded like he was going to do his business from them instead of his own business. It was hilarious. With that, I'm going to pass it back to Ned, if I can swallow. Thank you for your time, everybody. God bless, and I'll be listening.
All right there, Lucy. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We've got you down for answer A, and looks like your protests have been heard there on the blue screen or on the net logger. And you'll like those guys at Copley Tool. They're super easy to deal with. I've done a handful of business with them when I used to build sewers and do basement waterproofing and that kind of thing. So they're good people, and they'll treat you right. So I'm glad you found them, and best of luck on your project there. I know wet basements are no fun, so we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. Now let's go talk to Josh, K8VKA. How you doing, my friend?
KD8EPC, K8VKA. Good evening to everybody in the net. Thanks for picking me up there, Dustin. Hope you're doing well. Hope your back's feeling better. I'm doing all right. Keeping busy. Andy helped me get my off-center fit dipole up this past weekend, so really enjoying that. Thank you, Andy. My neighbor actually, we had to go into her backyard and use the tennis ball launcher to launch the rope over the tree. And today she came up to me and she's like, I don't care if you use my backyard. I told you can, like, whatever you got to do, it's fine. But I, for the life of me, can't remember what you said you were going to do. She was like, what the AT double hockey sticks did you do, and why is there a rope in the tree? So I explained the whole situation to her. And so anyways, she's awesome. And so I got a couple of cool contacts on there yesterday, and everything works well. And she thought it was really cool, which I'm grateful for. My trivia answer, I'm going to go with A. And, looking forward to this weekend. Going to be busting up some concrete, so as you heard from Lucy. All right, 7-3s, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll be listening. KE8VKA, back to you there, Dustin.
All right there, Josh. Well, I'm glad you made some good contacts there, and I'm glad that your neighbor is all right with you getting your antenna up and using her yard for that. So there you go. Best of luck to you guys this weekend on your waterproofing project. That's no fun, but hey, that's a necessary evil sometimes. So we'll say 73 to you for now, Josh. Have yourself a great evening, my friend, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's move over to Strongsville now and talk to K8VZA. Eric, take it away.
KE8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. Following up KE8VKA. VKA, VZA, whatever it takes. Trivia answer before I forget, I'm going to go with Alpha for rhubarb. And I'm happy to report our 14-year-old dog that was diagnosed with pancreatitis last week continues to improve daily. Her appetite has returned, and she's been eating her food again. And her desire for my food has returned as well, and she's very vocal about it. So that's actually good to see. Mildly annoying sometimes, but overall a good thing. I'll take it. That's about all I have for now. Thanks, Dustin, Just Nick at Night, and the crew for running the net. A good net as always. This is KE8VZA. Back to you, Dustin.
Now, wait just a minute there, Eric. Well, never mind. Nick got your answer. I totally missed it. But I'm glad to hear your dog is doing better. That's wonderful news. And we hope she continues to improve. And maybe she'll even steal the food right off your plate when you're not looking high. We'll say 73 to you, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's talk to Ed now. WB8GKV. Take it away.
Well, there you go. We're back on the link there. It should be working. I have the other radio off. WBHEKV is here. I'm going to pick D. Pick Dustin, or D for Dustin, because of, I don't know what that is, a bean or whatever, some kind of bean. But anyway, rhubarb reminded me of rhubarb and something pie. I don't know what it was, but I think it comes either with apple or cherry or something. But I know it was good, but I had a rhubarb-only pie, and that wasn't so hot for some reason. Might have just gotten a bad one. But I think it's better with something else. Anyway, let's see. Okay, no real traffic here. Say good evening to everybody in the net there. And let's see. I don't know what to say, because if I start talking about a subject, it goes on for about a half an hour. So we probably don't have traffic. I got to say something in here.
Anyway, I hope you are getting better there, Dustin. I did talk to you earlier, and I talked to Nick in the wee hours, a good thing, on actually my bedtime. Caught him, and maybe he'll get in there and try to get in on the Simplex deal in the wee hours. You never can tell. I know you're not going to be up at that time, and maybe Nick won't, so I don't know. Outside of that, we're just saying good to hear everybody in here, and we will turn it back to net control. WBAGKV, I hope this link worked okay.
All right there, Ed. Well, we got you on for answer A, and you never know, I might be up in the middle of the night there. I haven't been sleeping real well at the back, so I've been up every hour or two all night myself. So maybe we'll try to find you one of these nights on Simplex. But we'll say 73 for now. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you there again real soon. KC5, Real Big Guns, my good friend Shannon, twice in one day. How are ya?
W8WKY. Howdy there, Dustin and Annette, KC5RBG, and, yeah, twice in one day. You know, I woke up just in time to catch on the boredom breaker, and I woke up just in time to catch on the BeaconNet. After I talked to you on the boredom breaker, I laid my head back down and fell right back asleep, and slept the day away. But, that's okay. I've been real tired and needed it. And after I get off here, I'll probably do the same thing again. And my answer to trivia questions is going to be the great state of Oklahoma. That's just never the wrong answer. Hopefully, me and Nick can all get on D-Star again sometime. I miss doing that. And have a great little QSO like we used to. That was always fun. Anyway, I'll let you get on down the list. You got a good one today. And y'all have a great one. Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless in 73. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, it's great to hear you out there this evening, and anytime you want to get on D-Star, you let me know, and I'll make it happen. My hotspot's not been working right lately, so we can get on the digital machine and link it up that way and talk for a while. But anytime you want to get on there, you just you let me know, and I'll be there, my friend. So you get yourself some rest. We got you down for the great state of Oklahoma, which is never the wrong answer, and we'll catch you there later on, my friend. We'll say 73 for now, and you have a great evening. Let's talk to Keith now, K8TQR. How you doing?
KD8EPC, KE8TQR. Good evening tonight, Dustin. Good to hear you on the radio, and thanks for running the net tonight. And hopefully you got some good news at the doctor's office today. That'd be good to hear. Let me see. I want to do my trivia question first because I always seem to forget that. What is not a fruit? Well, I happen to like rhubarb, just like Lucy does. I tend to like mine in a pie with strawberries, strawberry rhubarb, a little bit of sweet and tart. I've never ate it raw, but it's always been in a pie. So I hate to think of that as a vegetable because I'm not fond of vegetables. I'm going to go with C for avocado because I'm not sure what you do with avocados. They're very strange looking in the store, and I don't think I would eat one anyway. So I'm going to go. And other than that, I've probably told everybody that's listening once or twice already that the concrete was delivered last Friday. Everything went smooth. It's in the hole, and the concrete looks great. And Bill, LTR, and I will be taking the forms off tomorrow. So I've got that part out of the way, and now it's the tower build, the antennas, the coax, and all the nuances just to get it vertical. So there's that. Everyone, have a great evening. I hope the rest of the week goes as well, and hope to hear everybody Sunday night. And with that, I'll send it back to you, Dustin, KD8 EPC. This is KE8 TQR saying 73, everyone.
All right there, Keith. Well, we got you down for answer C, and, I think that the kids are using the avocados to spread on their toast or something is what I'm hearing. So, stranger things have happened. But we got you down for answer C. I'm glad to hear you're making progress on the tower, and hopefully you'll have it all up and going there real soon. So, we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, my friend, and we'll catch you on the log. KJ5CGJ, Ozzy, how are you?
Hey guys, how you doing? Doing good. Just hanging with the family after a day of driving around. We had to go to Shawnee and back, so that's for those not familiar around here, it's about an hour and a half there, then an hour and a half back. So did a lot of driving today, and it's nice to be just chilling, talking on the radio, and looking at that supermoon with the grandkids tonight.
Well, there you go. I'm looking forward to going out and taking a look at the moon after the net myself. It should be pretty cool there. Did you hear the trivia question this evening?
I did not. I was away from the radio for that, so hit me with it.
All right, KQKO, can you please reread us the trivia question, please?
KAQKO, absolutely, Dustin. The question tonight was, which of the following is not a fruit? Your options are Alpha, rhubarb, Bravo, tomatoes, Charlie, avocados, or Delta, the Cornwaldo bean. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. This is KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Nick. Ozzy, go ahead.
Well, I have no clue on some of those, so I'm going to go with one of those I don't know, which is rhubarb.
All right, we got you down there for answer A, rhubarb. So thanks for joining us, my friend. We'll say 73 to you for now, and you have yourself a great evening. All right, let's go down to WD8MIU. Warm Weather Wade, how are you?
Dustin, it's good to hear you again today, and we're doing fine. I'm a little sore. The back of my legs feel like I was doing something I don't normally do, and guess what? I did. Shoveling sand into bags and putting them around the patio to keep the water from coming up to the patio and close to the house, and it worked. But I'm feeling it because all that bending over and. They put a big pile of sand over there in a parking lot and laid bags out for you, and you're allowed to go get and take I guess you're only allowed to take up to 10. I took 6. But they did their job, so that's all good. I'm going to go with A, rhubarb. I believe that's the answer. And trying to think. Heard you went to the doctor today, so I don't know if that was for your back or not. I've still got my brace on. I got a shot. They finally did my x-ray, and they said I definitely have some issues back there on the right-hand side, which is, I've had arthritis in my lower back since I fell off that roof back in 1979. So that was, 50-some years of that. But this was worse this time, so I don't know if I pulled something on the right side. But they gave me a steroid shot in that area, and it's gotten much better. So I'm just a little tender yet there. But that and got rid of the cold, so I'm starting to feel like a human being again. That was a long process. I've been sick for months. My back's been bothering me since I got home from Ohio from being in the car all that time, and I got a cold once I was down here, and that lingered on, and bronchitis and everything else. Anyway, so much about poor me. Back over to you, Dustin. Good to hear you guys. WD8MIU, Seminole, Florida.
All right there, Wade. Well, we got you down for answer A for rhubarb, and I'm glad that the sandbags worked out and glad you're feeling better. did go to the doctor today. It was just a follow-up from an appointment a couple weeks ago, and didn't do anything else for the back. I started physical therapy this morning, but we're still hurting pretty bad and just trying to make it through. So we'll see what happens. We're going to try to just rest it up tomorrow and do a whole lot of nothing. So, Wade, we'll say 73 to you. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's go talk to Tom now. KE5NCP, take it away.
Thanks there, Andy. Hope you get to doing better there. I didn't know you had a problem, so sorry to hear about that. Anyway, oh gosh, today's just been a busy day. We've been out and about most of the day, and finally made it in this evening and turned the radios on. Decided it's time for a little radio work since we haven't had a chance to lately, and visited with some friends overseas on HF, and then made a couple of nets here on 2 meters and what have you. So it's been a busy evening here. But anyway, other than that, not much else going on. just trying to get caught up on the radio time a little bit. Answer for the trivia is going to be A as in Alpha, because rhubarb is a plant, not a fruit. Anyway, I'm going to go with that. So we'll say 73 to the net and turn it back to you. KE5NCP.
All right there, Tom. Well, we're glad you took some time out of your evening and busy radio time to come down and say hello to us. Yeah, we've had back issues for the last year, and it's just getting worse. So there you go. But that's life. Too young to feel this way, but I feel like I'm about 90. So, Tom, thanks again, my friend. Always a pleasure, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's see. I don't know if he's here or not, but N8XLQ, Lenny over in Huron by the lake. Are you still awake? All right, I think he may have gone to bed, so let's move on down to John, W2JLS.
KD8EPC, Dustin, this is W2JLS. Good evening on your ears, Mr. Sasquatch. I just noticed, saw Lenny had it listed in the on the net logger that he is achieved a new general status, and I know he wasn't in there. Congratulations to him. That's cool. General round, I do believe. The trivia question, I'm going to go with answer A. Seems to be unanimous, and I think the A's have it. Lucy had mentioned that story about the rhubarb patch and not being able to not stick something in her mouth and stuff. I get that. When I was a kid, my neighbors had a rhubarb patch, and the nice gentleman would sometimes send some over to Mom, and Mom would make pie and stuff like that. But I would take that, I would peel off the outer skin, and being the little boy at the time, I would just dip that really very, very, very tart stem, basically, into a bowl of sugar, and I would eat it like that. Boy, that was, if you're a kid, that was good. It was tasty, like candy, tart and sweet, maybe sweet tart, like that. Yummy. But with pies, I couldn't help but do some research here while I was listening and thinking about most of the time when you hear about a rhubarb pie, it's with strawberries. But I did get online. I see people do it with apples, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, peaches, cherry, ginger. They'll use like crystallized ginger and rhubarb. And then mango, pineapple, for those Hawaiians out there listening in from Maui. Maybe they could tell us if they do a pineapple rhubarb pie. But pear and plum as well. So, I can't remember. Maybe it was Ed, I think, mentioned the pie initially, and now he's got me thinking of things I do with the rhubarb I've got growing in the side yard. So thanks, Ed. W2JLS, back to you, Dustin. Thanks for having me.
All right there, John. Well, thanks so much for coming and joining us tonight, my friend. Yeah, I've got a neighbor that likes to make rhubarb pies, so yeah, we have those from time to time, but it's been a while. She hasn't made one this year, and that general status for Lenny, that was a while ago. He's been a general for a minute at this point, so there you go. John, thanks again. We got you down for answer A, and we'll talk to you there again real soon. Let's go talk to Mac now. KI5 RFI, take it away.
Well, good evening, Dustin, everybody on the net. This is KI5 RFI, Mac in Northwest Arkansas. It looks like I'm usually the only one on here from Arkansas most of the time, so have to represent the state, especially the great Northwest corner where all the cool people live. Anyhow, hey, it's been a great day here in Arkansas. It's been nice to have a break from that 110-degree heat we've had. I only got up to 85 today. We've had a couple of nice days and got a couple more before it gets hot again. My answer to the trivia question will be rhubarb. My mom used to make lots of strawberry rhubarb pies, and it's pretty doggone good. Anyhow, I've been doing some 20-meter talking on the radio here. I got my dipole up on my old 7200.com, enjoying that and trying to stay cool. And Dustin, I hope you have good luck with your back therapy. I've been through that, so I can definitely identify with you. Turn it back over to you and say good evening. This is KI5 RFI, Mac in Arkansas.
All right there, Mac. Well, we got you down for answer A, and yeah, you know, I think you are the only check-in from Arkansas, so that's something else. Sounds like you've been having some fun on the HF, and yeah, we're doing the best we can with the back. We ran and grabbed an ice pack, and we got the massage chair on, so try to get it nice and loose before we head towards bed. So we'll say 73, my friend. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you there down the logs. KC8FQV, Mark, take it away. One more time for KC8FQV. Mark, are you there?
But now the dish is in the sink from dinner. I gotta go do the salad still, eat that. And, well, we're gonna say D, Delta. But it could be A, because rhubarb. Rhubarb is, yeah. I think it may be A, because called wort of bean, as a bean, that's A. So I'm going to say A. We'll try A. But everything else is going good here. Yeah, we got the salt brine tank cleaned up and put back downstairs. So everything else is going good. Yeah, it was a cold day today. But I guess they're going to be coming this soon. But we're going to go back up next week. Up and down we go. Yeah, like the kids on the school bus, and they'll go up and down. You go down the road, you go up and down when you're going down the road, bouncing down the road. Yep. It's that time of year now again that the kids go, the windows go up and down the buses, the horn does the, you know, all them things. I can't recall the whole song, but we'll send it back to that KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, we got you down for answer A, and you can be rest assured that just Nick is in the back of that bus. So we'll say 73 T. We'll catch you there down the log. Let's go down to B3K. How are you?
Victor 3 Kilo. It's good to hear you, Dustin. I'll tell you that getting on this morning and enjoying tying in with the barometer net and I think with what was it, Ray that was working with that, or oh no, it was a border breaker net. And I tell you, it was just a lot of fun, and in being en route to get some blood draws done, I enjoyed tying in with him on the second. I don't even remember what it was anymore. It was just a lot of fun. I had a great time with that, and made my ride a lot more fun. And then to be able to be in third net tonight, I was trying to get in on the pre-net, and boy, it was just crowded. So I was half asleep, and I just woke up here. I was really tired after the running around, and tomorrow I have to go to the dermatologist and get some. I think I might have some minor surgery being done with getting some biopsies done. Got some concerns there, so it's been about 3 years since my last visit with the doc down in Canton. So anyway, I've got that to go to, and I got to get some rest. I'm just barely awake. The question that was given that Nick gave, excellent question. The only thing I can think of, I remember one thing that I thought was a fruit was a tomato, and that's not true. It's actually a fruit, and and rhubarb, it's kind of acidic, and I thought that fruits are basically acidic. Apples and stuff like that. I'm kind of torn between the rhubarb and the avocado, to be honest with you. But something to learn. And like I said, Nick, a really great question. It got me going thinking about this, but that doesn't make me any more intelligent. I'm lost. So I'm going to go with the rhubarb. I do like it. I like it raw. Haven't had any of that for quite some time. When I was a kid, I used to eat it a lot. That was great. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's great to hear everyone having fun talking and sharing. And I hope everyone continues to have a wonderful week. Still left to go. I guess it's the holiday week coming up. So anyway, with that, I'll return it back to net control. And thanks a lot, Dustin. It's good to hear you. You sound great. Nick, you sound really super good. Andy sounded great this morning, too. And wow. And thank you to Nick at Night. It's great to hear you. And I hope everyone's doing a whole lot better, feeling better about not feeling well. So anyway, back to net control. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, back to KD8 EPC, the Beacon Net. Thank you, and have a good night, 73s everyone, and God bless.
All right there, Phil. Well, it's great to hear you out there this evening. We got you down for answer A, and hope everything goes well for you tomorrow at the doctor. We'll have to catch up here one of these days real soon. We'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's go talk to David now, KC8EEY. Take it away.
Good evening to the net. We have the front door of Stark County, the back door of Custer County here. Just got back from my 50th wedding anniversary on down to Mammoth Cave, and also down to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and then Vision Port, and had a good time on that. Now back the last couple of days, been enjoying 10 meters. 10 meters been open up and popping down to the hill, point south. But other than that, I'm having a good time here. I'm going to say, for the trivia question, that it is
All right there, David. We got you down for answer A, and congratulations on 50 years there. And just a heads up to you, your audio is really, really quiet, like you're a mile away from the microphone. But I heard you there. We'll say 73 to you, my friend. Have a great evening, and we look forward to hearing you again there real soon. K8PJW, Phil, how you doing?
KDADPC, KAPGW, good evening, Dustin, and good evening, Nick, and all the rest of the Beacon Netineers. Great to hear everyone tonight. I'm going to go with Alpha on this one, and there's a little bit of a cooler day today here. I just got some indoor type work done, and I had my Rotary meeting tonight, so it was fun to see all those people again after our long vacation. So just getting settled back into the QTH here. So anyway, that's all I have for tonight. This is K8PJW, back to the net.
All right there, Phil. We got you down for answer A, and sounds like you had a good day spending some time inside it. It was cooler, so we spent most of the day inside, too. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great night, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's talk to K7GTY. Grant, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. This whole trivia thing, I haven't looked it up in Google. So I don't know the answer, I guess, but I know there's always been a controversy about tomatoes. So I thought maybe that was thrown in there to a wrench in the works. But and like other people have said, we had a neighbor that had rhubarb, and my mother made rhubarb pies. They're very sweet. She put nothing, no strawberries or anything like that in. They were just very sweet. I loved them. But it doesn't seem to me that rhubarb is a fruit, so I'm going to go with rhubarb like the rest of the guys. Thanks for picking me up. Thanks for taking the net. This is Granty up in Park City, Utah. Back to net.
All right there. Well, thanks for stopping by, and we got you down for answer A. So come back and visit us on the Beacon Net. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Let's see. Let's go over to Texas now and talk to Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. How are you?
Good evening, y'all. This is KF5ADE, Nickelodeon down here in Sidlow. So, we've had a wonderful time just watching the kids today, and the interesting blue screen tonight was really popping left and right. For Dustin, before I get too far along, I apologize for my bad spelling, penmanship, and everything else that goes along with it, but I meant to try to say 2 packs of ice on each side of the backbone makes the backbone feel a lot better, because I suffer from the same thing down in the L4, L5. I've had surgery done to do a little bit of a modification on the back, and I'm thankful to have had it done. But every now and then I'll get stupid and pick something up and tweak my back. Just the other day, I've been suffering for the last couple days with a very sore back in that same region, and so I've been kind of pampering myself and moving kind of slow. So I know what you've been feeling there, Dustin, with the swelled herniated disc, because I've got mine a little modified. I've got a little girdle around my backbone that kind of helps things out, and a modified, I don't know what they call those little short ribs that you have back there, but it's an interesting operation that was done on me, and I'm thankful for that fact, because it allows me to keep walking even when my back gets tweaked like I did. Let's see. Trivia question. Alpha. I love the question. Made me think about it, and I knew I feel the answer is definitely Alpha, and it's just an interesting agricultural question for everybody up there in Ohio, since it's an agricultural area. KF5AD, back to net control.
Dawson should be using the call sign if you're wake up, BOGF.
W8WKY.
All right, KF5ADE. Well, Nickelodeon, I'm going to give that a try with 2 ice packs and see what happens there. Yeah, surgery may be an option here. I go back to see the specialist in another month or so, so we'll find out there. But we got you down for answer A, and it's great to hear you out there, my friend. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll go down and talk to Miss Sandy now. KG5SYC, how you doing?
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Dustin, and just Nick and Andy and the crew. So always good to get you on here. I decided to let Nick do the blue screen. I've been running my little Fusion tablet that I got, and that's what I've been on the blue screen on. And I decided to let him pop on this time and shoot his worth. So, yeah, we might both jump on one time. At any rate, as far as the ice, that will help take down inflammation that's in your back. It also helps if you do ice and then chase it with heat, and then ice it again. And that will help the soreness, the stiffness, and everything. It's not for just your back. That's also for muscles and stuff that you pull. And if you have sore arms or shoulders or rotary cuffs, it's excellent for rotary cuffs too. At any rate, it's just been something that was told by me or told to me to do for my rotary and for my hip, and that was the arthritis that it also helps. So I just thought I'd pass that on to you and hope it would help you out a little bit and cut down some of the stiffness or soreness and that, and whoever may be listening that has the same problem. At any rate, we did enjoy having the grandsons over. The baby's a hoot, being only 2 months old, trying to figure out what it is he needs or he wants, and trying to figure that out is sometimes a mystery. But it's always fun playing with the almost 2-year-old, and his vocabulary is out of this world. So, but he likes to copy. He's at that age. What you say, he says right back to you. So we'll have to get him on the net and persuade him to talk to you. At any rate, my trivia. I'm going to go with A, and I concur with Lucy. Strawberry rhubarb pie is the bomb, always the best. And let me break for time, and I'll get back. All right, KG5SYC back. But even as a youngster, a little girl, I used to walk down from my house to my aunt's house, and she had a rhubarb patch, and I would sit there and take and cut off the rhubarb, take it in, because I knew that the leaves were poisonous, so I knew I didn't want that, and I wanted to make sure that was washed, because if it wasn't, I had a feeling it was going to make me sick. So I would have my aunt wash it, and I too like to just sit and eat it. And then when she was gone and nobody was home, I would just sneak a stick, take it to the hose and wash it off and cut off the leaf. I always left the evidence behind, so she always knew I was there. At any rate, that's going back into history, I guess you could say. This is KG5SYC. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, right there, Miss Sandy. Well, thank you for the wonderful advice, and we've got you down for answer A, and you know we would always welcome third-party traffic, so anytime there. We'll say 73 to you, and have yourself a great evening, and we look forward to talking to you again there real soon down the log. All right, Miss Sandy was the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with SpeakinNet. I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go up here and talk to KD8SLG. Just Nick, how you doing?
KD8EPC. This is KD8SLG. You caught me off guard. It's going all right, Dustin. Good show tonight, man. 42 is an admirable evening for sure. Interesting question from Nick. I'm going to go right to trivia before I forget. I'm going to go with A, because a Cornwaldo bean can be whatever you want it to be. So that's all I got. I've got physical therapy at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I'm looking forward to that. And that's all I got, man. We're just all in bad shape right now, Dustin. What are you gonna do? KD8SLG, back to net control.
Well, they could put us on the injured reserve list, but then Nick, Mike, and Andy are going to have to work twice as hard. So there you go. Hopefully it all goes well for you tomorrow, and you'll not be feeling too much pain afterwards. But I'm sure that's going to be terrible. But Nick, thanks again for doing the pre-show, doing the logging, and just being here on the other side of the screen. We'll say 73 to you for now, and let's go talk to KE8QKO. What comments do you have for us, Nick, at night?
KD8EPC, KE8QKO. Well, thank you, Dustin. As far as injury reserve go, I'll tell you, I might be there myself between last Wednesday and today. Last Wednesday being sick, and today being I cut my grass. I know I texted you the story, but I cut my grass and found a nice yellow jacket nest in the ground. So they got me in the leg a few places, and I'm not really allergic, but as I've gotten older, I've noticed that the swelling area usually has been getting bigger. So I don't know what that's going to entail, but every time I get stung, it seems to get a little bit bigger. Anyway, that is what it is, and you have to deal with it. But the sun went down, and I doused where I think their nest is with some spray. So we'll see how that works out tomorrow, because I'll destroy them. They will die because they stung me, and I'm not happy about it. And that's how it goes. Aside from that, looking forward to the Labor Day weekend. I know we've got some plans. I'm not going to make it to the baseball game. I have annual plans with friends, and I haven't seen them in a bit because I've been so freaking busy this summer. I haven't actually had time to get together with my friends. So we're going to do that this weekend, and we're also doing the air show. My family and I are going to go up there. I haven't been to the Cleveland Air Show in a bit, and I really, really enjoy that. So we're going to do that for my birthday this weekend and kind of enjoy it. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to pass it back to you, sir. This is KE8QKO.
All right there, Nick. Well, you have a good Labor Day, and I think you said it's your birthday, so a happy birthday too, my friend. If my back's feeling up to it, I'm going to that game, so I got tickets anyhow. We'll see what happens. So we'll say 73 to you, and we'll be back up to you for the answer to the trivia question here in a minute. I think he's gone, but AB8MO, are you still there? All right, nothing heard. KQWE, Mike, go ahead.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Trivia, I'm going to go with A. I believe that rhubarb is some kind of like a thing like celery, but then again, I'm not a gardener. I find that it's just as easy just to go to the store and buy food instead of growing it. Okay. And Nick at night. According to my urologist, I am old. He said too, I am getting old. So that's why I have so many aches and pains. That's why I have to take naps, and that's why I get tired, because I am old. But you know, man, your day is coming too. So, okay, with that being said, I was going to go out for a ride after I went to the urologist, but I was kind of hanging around the house a little bit. It cleared off. The next thing I know, it's pouring down rain. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to be doing this. So I had to run over to my mom's. She's getting at that point to where she's going to have to go into assisted living, and I went over and we were talking about that type of stuff, which is never fun, but you know, it's the kind of thing you have to do. I did the trifecta, so I did all 3 nets today, plus the Wolverine net, plus some other stuff. So I did work Belgium on 15-2 that day, which I was pleased with that. I was there, and this guy was calling CEQs on 15 meters. He was fairly strong, but he had 1,000 watts and a directional antenna, and I was too lazy to turn on my amp, so I just used 100 watts in a wire, but it worked. So with that being said, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great night. This is Kilo Echo 8, back to K8 EPC. See you, folks.
All right there, Michael. It sounds like you had yourself a great day and a great evening. That's definitely a hard conversation to have, but hopefully your mom is going to take it in and be okay with it. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to go to the land down under now and talk to BK2 and DY. Robert, how are you?
Yes, sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, BK2DY in northwestern Sydney. About 20 degrees Celsius here, 68 Fahrenheit. It was a lot warmer yesterday. It was up over 80 Fahrenheit. I think we got, if I did the conversion right, I think we got to 81, 82 Fahrenheit. So definitely warm. Warmest winter on record, according to the Bureau of Meteorology. Today is the last day of winter, meteorologically speaking, and so they've released that information. And we are expecting an equally hot summer, so I guess be prepared for that. Anyway, other than that, it is not Labor Day here. Labor Day in New South Wales is the first Monday in October, which I believe is the 2nd. It's right after we change daylight savings time. We spring our clocks forward, and they give us a day holiday to adjust to the new time zone, I guess. But at any rate, we do not have a holiday. Well, we do have a holiday this weekend. Actually, it's Father's Day this weekend here in Australia. They have Father's Day in September. I think they figured that they needed something about halfway between Easter and Christmas to sell things, so they picked the first Sunday in September. So it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, that's what it is down here. We've moved into spring. Everything's in blossom. Everything's in bloom. It's a beautiful time of the year. I'm going to a Orange Blossom Festival in Castle Hill on Sunday. So last week I was to a Cherry Blossom Festival. All these blossom festivals come up now in the spring. That's about it from this end. BK2DY, back to net.
All right there, Robert. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, and you're going to enjoy that festival Sunday. I know you will. Yeah, I say every time I talk to you, you're doing something really neat. So thanks for joining us. We'll say 73 to you for now, and you have yourself a great evening. All right, we're going to jump back over to Tulsa now and talk to AI5Q. Jairus, how you doing?
Well, hey, Dustin, I'm doing quite well tonight. I'm about 10 beers in for the evening, which is a little more than normal, but it's kind of just why not today? So Noelle is having a sleepover at a friend's house, even though she has school tomorrow. We're seeing how that goes and testing it out. And she was over here with her friends just practicing her bass while they practiced their violin and their soprano saxophone. So it was a little bit interesting earlier tonight, but enjoying it nonetheless, and glad that they are done practicing. Especially that saxophone. I remember those days way back when. And anyway, I'm going to go with rhubarb for the trivia question. It sounds like a good choice. Something I haven't had in probably 20 years. My mom used to make a strawberry rhubarb pie, and it was quite delicious, but haven't had that in quite some time. So I'm going to go with rhubarb for the answer of the trivia question, and I don't know if there's an alternate trivia question tonight or not, but if there was, it's obviously corn Waldo beans as the answer. So there you go. Back over to you, Dustin, KDA EPC from AI5Q.
All right there, Jairus. Well, we got you down for answer A, and you know what? Sometimes you just got to have 10 beers. But you should really just make it the dirty dozen and even it out. Hi. Glad to hear you out there, and hopefully everything goes well with the sleepover and everybody makes it to school on time and ready for their day. We'll say 73 to you, my friend. Have a great night, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, this is KD8EPC. I'm going to make one more call for check-ins before we go up and get our trivia answer. So anybody waiting to check into the beacon net, please call now. All right, nothing else heard. KQKO, Nick at Night, take it away.
KQKO. All right, thank you, Dustin. Okay, so the answer for the question tonight was, the question was actually, which of the following is not a fruit? And the answer was alpha, rhubarb. Rhubarb is a vegetable despite its prescient use in fruit pies, jams, and coulis. Fruit is something a plant produces to nourish its own seeds. For those that chose Delta Cornwaldo bean, I know you think it may not be a fruit, though it has been a fruity staple on our net for quite a while. And with that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. This is K8QKO.
All right, thank you there, Nick, and that second part about the Cornwaldo bean definitely gave me a good laugh. Thanks so much for doing the trivia. We look forward to hearing your next one there. We'll say 73, and that brings me to the bottom of the list, and this is the last call for check-ins through the beacon net. Please call now.
This is a recheck, KF5ADE.
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet.
All right, we have a recheck from Nickelodeon, and that other station, Victor Kilo 2, maybe. You come a little too quick for me. Will you come one more time, a little slower and phonetically?
W8WKY.
That's Victor Echo 3. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. It's Bill from Sudbury.
All right there, Bill. We got you that time. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. All right, go ahead, my friend. You're up.
Right on there. I'm just doing the digital to analog conversion and then going through All-Star. But yeah, you're all sounding good. I heard the answer to the question there earlier, rhubarb. I guess is that the only question? I'm not too sure if there's any more. But other than that, I just wish everyone a good evening. It's good hearing everyone in there. I just thought I'd just make a quick check. Back to you.
All right there, Bill. Well, you're sounding good over here, and that was the only trivia question for this evening. On Sunday night, we usually have a regular and an alternate question, but that gentleman works on Wednesdays, so we only do the one there. Did you have anything else for us this evening?
Yeah, there's not too much to add there. Just a quiet night here in Sudbury, Ontario, up in Canada. Just relaxing. Kids back to school there soon, so that's a good thing. I hear though that they're saying that there's another wave coming. I'm kind of not really buying it, but it's the average thing, you know. Everyone around this time of year starts catching something. But anyway, I hope everyone stays safe and away from that aspect anyway. But yeah, just trying to keep things together. My father passed away on July 9th, and we're just dealing with his estate there, and it's pretty hectic. But other than that, I haven't really been playing radio, so I thought I'd get on and just make a check-in. Yeah. Just you know, I want to get back into radio. It's just things are busy right now, and I haven't been able to do so. So it's good to kind of chit chat on the radio and make a check in and you know, ease into things. But thanks for taking the check in, and I hope everything's good with you. And thanks for doing the net there tonight. And I wish you all the best. 7-3 from Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet.
All right there, Bill. Well, thanks so much for stopping by and joining us this evening. We certainly do appreciate it, and we hope you do get more radioactive and come back and visit us. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's on All-Star Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. We'll wave a hand here from Northeast Ohio, and we'll say 73 and have a great evening. That brings me back to my recheck from Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. Take it away.
Yeah, okay. This is Kilo Foxtrot 5 Alpha Delta Echo Nickelodeon. Hey, real quick, corn wallabean. Well, since that's corn, that's a fruit. Because even though we eat the grain of that fruit, it's still a fruit. It has a flower. And just like the avocados, an amazing thing with the avocados is that they're both male and female. They open up for a day or so, a day and a half, or a half a day, a couple days, and they're a female. And then the flower closes and it opens back up in a couple more days for a half a day, and it's a male. So go figure, you guys, on that one. But that's also the fruit. So there you go. There's your ag for the day. KF5AD, back to you.
All right, this has been the weekly ag report for the Beacon Net by Nickelodeon. KF5ADE, thank you so much, my friend. It's a pleasure to have you and Sandy on here, and we always look forward to the next one. This is KD8EPC. We're at the bottom of the list, and this is the final call for check-ins for the BeaconNet. Please call now. All right, nothing else heard. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KD8SLG, K8QKO, AB8MO, and K8QWE, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, here on the W8WKY repeater 147390, with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, All-Star node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday, also on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time, and that's on All-Star node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KD8EPC. I'm returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time and will be clear. 73, y'all.